Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy DJ Fanatic, content contributor for LiveOffBeats.com. Welcome to this video where I show you two really cool tips that you can use in FL Studio. Basically, the first tip can make your drums knock like crazy. I mean, I use this technique to this day. You can definitely get some really great results, especially when you start adding like EQ on there. You can try different plugins, but the fundamental I'm going to show you, and it helps you get results fast, and that's what it's all about. Especially with the drums that you already have, you can make them sound probably 4 times as better, maybe 5 times as better, just from this little technique that you do. And I'm gonna show you right quick. So anyway, before we get into it, if you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at DJ Fanatic Beats. That's DJ_Fanatic PHANATIC_beats, or Sounds for Producers on IG as well. So let's get into it right quick. Let me actually, this is a beat that I did not too long ago. Let me just hit play so you get in the vibe right quick. Let me start it over. Had to start it from the beginning, so you kind of get the vibe, you know. All right, here we go. Now pay close attention to the drums, the sound. Alright, so you get the idea. Hopefully you feel in the beat, but you get the idea. The drums sound pretty good. They actually went through a process that I use, and definitely wanted to share that with you. And I picked this up along the way of my endless journey of learning. You know, producers, we definitely got to push ourselves forever, man, because we're constantly learning new things. We're constantly trying new things. And if you're not, let this be a reminder. Don't get caught in your box. I mean, if it's working and it's, you know, making your music sound better, and your music is selling and it's making moves, stick with it. But you always have like some other tricks in your bag that you can use. It's kind of like a martial artist, you know. They, you know, like a master at Taekwondo might learn judo as well, or Jeet Kune Do, which is Bruce Lee's martial arts. So you have all these different techniques, and you mush them together, you have your own technique. You see what I'm saying? So you learn from different masters, or you learn different techniques, and you're just unstoppable. So anyway, the kick. With drums, I make the kick hit harder using this technique. So what I do, this is the kick I chose. Let me actually get to where an 808 is going, because I have a side chain, so we're going to mute that. So I loaded a kick on here. This is the kick I use for the beat or whatever. And notice the first thing in my effects chain is the Fruity Soft Clipper. This is free pretty much in every FL Studio, I believe. All you do is, you know, you go to your I have it as my favorites. You know, replace, and it's usually under, I think by default, under distortion. And it's not really a distortion plugin. Well, it's also a compressor, but anyway, what you want to do is usually load that on first. You can use it interchangeably with EQ too. I usually EQ my sound first, and then I add the soft clipper. So let's do that. This is the frequency that I chose to use. So let's hit, I'm gonna hit play without the effects. Oops. Make sure my mic doesn't fall down on me. I never knew I can do that. That's crazy. You can right click on the effects, and it pulls up all the windows of the effects of that. See, you learn stuff along the way. So let's turn off the effects. This is what the kick sounds like before. And let me just change something here. Cool. Okay, so not bad. It actually has a nice little kick to it or whatever. You know, a beginner producer would just crank it up the volume and just let it be. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but you can take it a step further. So let me turn on the effects. This is after. before. Hear how round and soft the kick is? It's punchy, but it's not as present as punchy as like this. And that's just with a little boost in the EQ here at this frequency range, 167 Hertz, and also with the Fruity Soft Clipper. Now what this is doing is kind of acting like a compressor. I usually use this setting. Sometimes I adjust it with different drums, but sometimes you want to have your threshold all the way up and pull down your post, but you can pull down the threshold a little bit and kind of keep this graph like this. Usually these two settings, you can pause the video and look at it and keep it like that, but you can try different things like pushing the threshold all the way up, pulling the post down a little bit, just with different sounds, and kind of mess with that to see exactly that sweet spot for that specific sound. But I also just save the preset. I call it I think it's master preset, yeah, because I use this on the master sometimes as well as a mastering technique to make it just punch a little more. So you can use this on kicks and snares. You can use it on anything, claps, whatever. I don't usually use it on hi-hats because it's not really needed, but definitely kicks and snares. So let me show you the other thing that you probably saw already. Now once you got your EQ set or your Fruity Soft Clipper set to what you want, let's actually do that. Let that punch a little bit. And what that's doing is stopping it from going past a certain point. Especially when I do this. You go to the sound that you're using, a kick, a snare, whatever, and you want to go to this wrench tool right here and focus under levels adjustment. Now what I'm doing is multiplying. This is the volume multiplier, basically a preamp. So if you turn it up, see that right there? And if you look at the soft clipper and do some adjustments here, I'm turning up the post, right? And notice it's still not passing into the distortion range. So you can get some crazy results with this one little plugin that a lot of people sleep on, and you can definitely just have your drums knocking hard. And actually I could have made it harder using what I just did. I didn't want it to be that crazy in this beat, but you can come up with some great results with that. The other tip I was going to show you was let's say you're playing like notes or whatever. Let's solo that. And let's say you're like playing like a melody or something that's been in your head, or you're just messing around and you weren't recording. Like a lot of times we're just screwing around, or you come up with a melody idea. I mean, I spent hours just messing around with music. So I'm just gonna like play a little something right quick. Whoops, let me actually select a sound that has some type of tone to it. Okay, and let's just say you're playing on your keyboard. I'm gonna play something random, it might suck. And actually, if I do that, you might hear something. There we go. So anyway, let's say you like that for some reason, and you're like, yo, what? I forgot to hit the record button. What's cool, and I think this is only in version 20, but if you go to tools, right, and you go to dump score log, it gives you options. So it can say the last 2 minutes, the last 5 minutes, last 10 minutes, 20, and up to 30 minutes. What you can do is dump the score log, and whatever pattern you have chosen, it'll dump it in there, and you can elongate it or whatever and find the part that you like. So let's just play that randomness that I just did, which kind of sucked, but anyways, for the sake of the video. And then you can go in, of course, and quantize it to your liking and get everything crisp and clean or whatever. And notice, and actually, yeah, I have to choose excuse me, the sound that I chose to put it on. So anyway, I had 2 different sounds within the same pattern. So notice all the notes are here. You can, clean it up, and now you have the melody that you lost, because we know melodies come and go. Like, I have excuse me, 100 melodies in my head every day, and if I don't act on it, I lose it. So it's important, like when you're messing around and you're not recording my bad, and you're not recording, this is a dope way to get your idea out. And it's a little tool that's in Tools. You just dump score log up to whatever time you want. When you do 30 minutes and you did a lot of stuff, you'll have to fish through things, so you might not want to do that far. Just depends on what you're working on, what you're doing. But this is a very powerful tool. And speaking of melodies, I definitely want to give you another tip that's not FL related, but it's like, melodies are important because it's like the wind, they come and go. So you want to capture that. And what I do, there's like a voice memo in your phone for iPhone. I'm sure something for Android too. Just get those melodies out, say it in your phone, record it, right? I got over 1,000 melodies and beats, like patterns, like drum patterns or melody ideas in my phone right now, over 1,000. And I'm sure it's taking up a lot of memory, but anyway, get those ideas out, whether you're on the train, you're at work, you're on the toilet, whatever, get those ideas out, because it's very important, and it's helped me through the years, and it definitely should help you. So there are 2 really cool tips. Your drums are going to be insane. You just keep practicing with that and tweaking it, and have fun with it. And also, this dump score roll is going to save your lost melodies. That should be the title of the video, Save Your Lost Melodies, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, again, it's DJ Fanatic Beats, content contributor for LiveOffBeats.com. If you like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram at DJ Fanatic Beats. That's DJ_PHANATIC_beats, or Sounds for Producers on IG as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and make your drums bang and make them dope melodies. Peace and love.